Hey y'all, it's Callie and welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. If this one is lower quality and a little shakier, I am on my phone. It is actually Tuesday today. I'm starting the reading vlog today because I did a 24-hour readathon yesterday, so I did that as in its own separate vlog, so check into that if you want to see how that went. It went okay, not as great as I wanted it to, but it went differently than I intended. But it was still really great and I finished 2 books, so go check that out if you want to see that. I am filming this on my phone because we are going out of town, so I won't have my camera with me anyways, so I figured why not be consistent and just go ahead and start this one on my phone. So yes, I will try to update as much as possible. We're going to Florida and then home for a day or two and then up to Ohio. The Florida trip was really unexpected but necessary. So yes, let me update you guys on my reading so far. So in Cress, I am 7 hours and 30 minutes through the audiobook. Absolutely loving it. It is so much fun. The audiobook is definitely the way for me to enjoy the story a lot more because I don't love Scarlet and Wolf as much. It would have been harder for me to get through, and it's taken a little bit of time to get used to Cress, even though I love her so much because I love Rapunzel. So this is book 3 in the Lunar Chronicles, and it's been so much fun so far. My ebook I'm reading is Anne of the Island. I picked this one back up when I had the opportunity to through my library. I am currently on page 74, a little chunk of the way through. I'm really enjoying this one. This is book 3 in the Anne of Green Gables series. We're following her. She's now 18, going to college, and just living her life, and it's so much fun. She's just a fun-loving character, and I've enjoyed this one more than the others because she is a little bit more mature and the things she's doing are a little bit more relatable for me. I'm really enjoying this one and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. And then in Empire of Storms, I'm on page 494. I am loving this. I'm hoping to binge read the last little bit. It's a little less than 200 pages. And I'm loving it. I cannot wait to finish it. I will definitely finish it at some point this week. Sit down, just hunker down and finish this book because I'm loving it. And I don't know why. It's taken me almost a month to finish it if I love it so much. But I'm going to do it. I will. So yes, I will keep you updated. Today I'm going to be packing, so I have been catching up more on BookTube, and I will be packing a few books, definitely Empire of Storms if I don't finish it, and then I'm not sure, definitely going to try to do books that I don't have access to through my library in terms of audiobooks or ebooks because I have quite a few on my shelves and I tend to lean towards books that are available, so I'm trying to be better about that because I'm slowly dwindling down the books from my library that are available. So yes, that is the plan. Hey y'all, so it is later on Tuesday afternoon. It is 8:37 p.m. and I'm just kind of hanging out. Today I've done a lot. I had a doctor's appointment, I had lunch with a friend, I got some stuff for my dorm. Lots of exciting things, but at the same time, not really. We're heading out of town super early tomorrow morning, and so I wanted to update you guys on the things I've been reading. So I've listened to about an hour of Cress. I am now 8 hours and 30 minutes through. I am enjoying it. I'm just prioritizing BookTube while I have many opportunities to watch it instead of fewer opportunities. Loving it. Many great videos. I love BookTube so much. And then in the ebook Anne of the Island, I have read about a chapter or two, so I am now on page 78. I'm just enjoying it, enjoying my time. I just really love Anne, and I'm interested to see where the rest of the book will go. And then in Empire of Storms, I am on page 524. I read about 30 pages so far today. Once I finish getting ready for bed, I'm going to just sit here and read until I fall asleep, which will be so wonderful. I'm loving the story. I'm going to take 4 books with me on this vacation. I'm not sure how long it'll be, but I know it'll be a lot of just sitting around, hanging out around my aunt's house. So I'm taking the Empire of Storms to finish the last little bit, and I'm taking The Fixes by Owen Matthews, which I also took with me to France but didn't get the chance to get to. I'm also taking 2 other books. I'm going to take Broken Throne by Victoria Aveyard, which I just recently got at Barnes & Noble. I couldn't resist. I now have the complete Red Queen series, and I just kind of wanted to get it out of the way sooner rather than later, partially so I would remember enough details about the story and the characters. So I'm excited to get to that one. It is such a beautiful book. There's like purple text and purple pages, and it's really pretty. So go at least look at it. Even if you don't care about the series at all, look at the book. Go to a bookstore and look at it because it is so beautiful. Highly suggest that. And then I'm also taking Right of Way by Lauren Barnholt, just a fun, cute little contemporary. I chose, other than Empire of Storms, I chose all books that are not available through ebooks or audiobooks in my library. I'm realizing that I should really prioritize those. So that is that plan. I'm gonna get many an opportunity to listen to Cress, but also on the 8-hour drive we have tomorrow, my family really likes to listen to audiobooks together. So we have checked out Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody through our Libby app, and so that'll be really exciting. I gave them a bunch of options like Dry by Neil Shusterman and The Gilded Wolves and Radio Silence and The Savage Song, but my mom liked all of them, and my brother said Ace of Shades interested him the most, which doesn't surprise me with casinos and mafias and all of that, but they were all ones that I was interested in anyways, so I'm super excited that we will get the chance to listen to that, and I will update you guys tomorrow. Hey y'all, it is now Monday the 24th at like 5 o'clock at night. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to update. There was a lot going on and I just didn't have the opportunity to, and when I did, I forgot or ignored the opportunity. So sorry about that. Because of that, this week will be a 2-week long reading vlog, partially also because I will be out of town visiting family. Once again, we're literally home for about 16 hours before we go back out of town, so just enough time to pack and relax for just a little bit. But I quickly wanted to update you guys on the whole lot of reading I got done and the reading that I'm currently doing. So this is totally out of order, but I completed The Fixes by Owen Matthews. I have no idea how to feel about this. I'm gonna give it a solid 3.5 stars. It was so interesting and intriguing. I have never given a description because I never knew. This is pretty much rich kids going crazy and doing illegal things that would never actually be able to happen, and the ending was really satisfying and I really enjoyed that, but at the same time the things that they were doing were just so unplausible and just stupid. And while I enjoyed that the main character had LGBTQ rep, it just seemed kind of forced and not well represented because it's pretty much like he's gay, but the only person he goes for is the main guy that is like convincing his friends to do all of these terrible things. It's really weird. It was so quick. I read from the pink sticky note to the end in one day, and it didn't take long. The chapters could be like a sentence long, or like at the most it was 3 pages, and it was not 3 full pages, so it was super quick. So if you're looking for something kind of weird and quirky and crazy, I would definitely go for this one. It was enjoyable, but at the same time, I don't know how I feel. So yes, that's where I'm at. I finished this one yesterday, on Sunday. And then earlier in the week, I cannot remember exactly what day, but I finished Cress by Marissa Meyer, and I really, really enjoyed it. I gave it a solid 4.5 stars. It was so much better than Scarlet, and I feel like part of that was because I listened to the audiobook, which for some reason just helped me get through it a little bit. I didn't love all the characters, so it was nice to be able to kind of listen to it instead of try to trudge through it physically. So I'm super excited. I have Winter checked out to me already, so I can go ahead and finish that series very, very soon. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm interested to see what's going to happen next because there's a lot that can go down, and I'm pretty sure Winter was a pretty thick book, so I'm interested to see how much can go down in that length of time. I just really love our new character, Cress, and her relationship with Thorn is just the absolute cutest. I loved Thorn as a character already, and this just helped out so much more, and I loved seeing Cinder and Kai kind of struggling through how to kind of base the relationship, or if it should be a relationship, because of their statuses and the things that are unveiled. And then today I finished the audiobook for Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon. I really enjoyed this. I finally got in the habit of doing Goodreads reviews again, and this is the first one I started with. I really enjoyed it. It was just super cute, super quick. The audiobook was like 6 hours long, I believe, so it was super quick for me with 2 times speed, so it took a total of 3 hours to listen to, which is like nothing. It was just so much fun. I watched the movie a long time ago, but didn't remember a lot of the details, or many of the details at all, so it was really nice to kind of read it because there's so much more, and it was so adorable and cute, and I really enjoyed it, and it made me remember more of the movie, but I definitely liked the book more. And then actually, maybe the first thing I finished this week was Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. I finished this one on Friday. I just finally was hunkering down and reading because I wanted to find out what was happening and I wanted to know. And it was getting exciting, and I cannot wait to tag into Tower of Dawn. I don't know why I said that, but I said it. So I really enjoyed this. It was so good, and I cannot wait to find out what's going to happen next with all of our characters. I left off in such a cliffhanger. I just loved Sarah J. Maas's writing, and the fact that we got to see all of our favorite characters come together, and we're going to see what's going to happen next. Aelin is such a queen, literally and figuratively. I love her. She's amazing. The way her mind works is just so mind-boggling to me because she's just so brilliant, and I don't know how she can just do all of these things so easily and think these things out so easily. And then I've been doing my classic picking up and putting back down, and picking up Anne of the Island by Ellen Montgomery. I have not read a lot. I am on page 89, not very far, just trudging my way through. It's really interesting. I read it just about before I go to bed, and not much other time recently because I've had time to have physical books with me, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm interested to see what's going to happen. She's just a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see how it's going to go. Not really sure. Taking some weird turns, but we're going to find out. And then physically today, or last night, I picked up Broken Throne by Victoria Aveyard. This is the collection of short stories that she wrote that takes place during and after and all of that kind of stuff, and then there are some purple pages that you can kind of see that have some history from one of the characters, Julian, and he kind of makes it seem like he has sent it to his nephew, Cal. And I discovered when flipping through that I have already read 2 of the short stories included in this, so I've read a good chunk of the book already. So I am already on page 279, over halfway through the book. I'm really enjoying it. I finished the first short story I've read. It was really fun. If you don't like the world, I would not suggest this because the one story I have read was characters that have nothing to do with our story, but it takes place in the world and kind of has to do with some of the politics we've seen, but it doesn't have a thing to do with the characters we know and love. So yeah, I would not suggest that if that's not what you're into. Some of it is a lot of kind of that boring history, but you do get to see that the maps are included in there. I'm gonna have to look back and see if the other ones have maps, but it's very easy to see that it is based on the current US, and that's really cool because we've never seen that before. You're seeing a lot of things unveiled about the world that you didn't know beforehand, which was really intriguing to me and really lovely. And then since I just finished the audiobook for Everything Everything, I'm going to pick up the audiobook for The Gilded Wolves by Roshni Chokshi. I'm super excited because, especially since I just went to Paris like 2 weeks ago, so I'm interested to see the things that are going to be there and the history and the things in terms of like locations that I will recognize and know of. I am so excited to pick it up. I have been trying to catch up on some booktube while I have the time and internet, so I will probably not get to this one tonight or tomorrow morning, but on the road trip I will probably pick it up because the rest of my family is listening to other audiobooks that I have not listened to enough, so I can't stay engaged. So yes, that is the plan. That's what's going on right now, and I will try to update you guys tomorrow. Hey y'all, it's Callie, and it is currently Sunday, the 30th of June, the last day of June. Tomorrow's the first day of July. Yes, that's how time works. But I wanted to quickly update you guys. I am finally back in town for about a week, but I wanted to kind of get back on track with vlogging, kind of update you guys on the little bit of reading I did, lot of reading I did while we were out of town in Ohio, and I decided I would sit down and give you guys a view of the bottom of my shelf and kind of relax. So I'm gonna start with the 6 books I have finished in the last 6 days, starting with the one I most recently finished, and that was Anne of the Island by Ella Montgomery. This was so lovely. I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars. This is book 3 in the Anne of Green Gables series, and she's a little bit older and more mature, which I really appreciated because to me she just felt too immature in the past novels and I couldn't really connect with her as much, but I really loved this one. It was so interesting seeing her, and I have spoiled myself a little bit because I read a description for one of the later books and know how she ends up, like, in terms of marriage. And there was a lot of getting ready for that in this, and so I just wanted to keep reading because I wanted it to work out, and I just was super excited, and I really enjoyed my time reading this one. Then I finished Right of Way by Lauren Barnholt. This one was so much fun. It is technically a companion novel to one of her other novels, Two-Way Street, but I have not read Two-Way Street and was perfectly fine reading just this one. I just love Lauren Barnholt's stories. They're so much fun. This one is a road trip. I love road trip books, especially when they're just romancy, and I don't really know how to explain this one. I gave this one, I believe, 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. This deals with a couple that was together and then they broke up and they end up on a road trip together, and then it's kind of the aftermath of that. I really enjoyed that a good half of this book took place in Savannah, Georgia, which is kind of far but in the same state as I live in, so it was really fun seeing all of these places and things that I recognize and have been to before, which was super fun. These are just such light, fun, quick reads. Not necessarily the most amazing book you'll ever read, but just a really good palate cleanser if you're looking for something new. This one is going to be a big one, and that is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I gave this one 3.5 or 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed the story, but because it took me a month and a half to read, and I read it in all 3 formats, ebook, audiobook, and physically a little bit, I just didn't connect with the characters as much as everybody else did, and while I was sad at the end because it is World War II historical fiction, I didn't cry or anything, which most people do. It was really good, and I really enjoyed it, and I really got a lot out of it, but because in the end I was listening to the audiobook and quite distracted, if I'm being really honest, I just didn't enjoy it as everybody else seems to, or as much as everybody else seems to. So I was a little disappointed, but that was my fault, so I'm not really knocking the book, which is why I'm giving it 3.5 or 4 stars instead of a full 5, but also instead of a solid 3. And now on to the hardbacks I finished. I finished Wink Puppy Midnight by April Genevieve Ducote. I was not expecting this book. If you like witchy vibes, read this book 100%. There's a seance. It's just really weird. When I heard Wink Poppy Midnight and then the tagline of, it's not in here, but it mentions, oh, a hero, a villain, a liar, who's who. It made it seem like it was such a big mystery and that Wink and Poppy and Midnight would be like some code word, but that's the three of our main characters. They have just odd names, and it was so interesting. It was such a quick read. It's about 250 pages long. I really, really enjoyed it a lot. Unexpectedly, a lot more than I thought I would. I gave this one 3.5 out of 5 stars because while it was really cool and really new at the beginning, because I didn't know what was going on, I was really lost and confused, and it is very out there and very to the point, especially when it comes to vulgarity. Like, it's not afraid to cuss and it's not afraid to talk about sex, even though it is a YA novel. So it is really cool and really good, but you kind of have to stick in and continue reading, even if it seems a little bit slow and really, really weird at first. Then I finished the audiobook for The Gilded Wolves by Roshni Chokshi, and I really, really enjoyed this one. I gave it a solid 4 stars. While I didn't love it, I could definitely appreciate it, and I really enjoyed the characters. I didn't love it, but it was so much fun that I couldn't not give it the credit that I really enjoyed it. I love the cover, but it was such an interesting story, and while it does have similarities to Six of Crows, I definitely don't go in thinking about it. Sometimes I would be sitting there listening and comparing it to Six of Crows, which kind of was to its detriment, but it was still super unique and all its own, and it was so much fun. I really, really enjoyed it, and I cannot wait for the next one. It is so crazy, and especially since I was just in France a few weeks ago, it made it so much fun to hear about the locations. Although this one didn't have a lot of allusions or mentions of locations in France, which kind of disconnected me a little bit because I couldn't really understand where exactly they were. You kind of had to make it up for yourself. But overall, it was still really enjoyable, and I absolutely loved the characters. RIP to one of my favorite characters. I was so mad about that. That's one similarity. Whoa. Ignore me if you have not read the book because I'm dead. LOL. And then the first book I actually finished this week was Broken Throne by Victoria Aveyard. I really, really enjoyed this. I just kind of got it because I felt the need to complete my Red Queen series, and this was the only book that I did not have yet, and I was at Barnes & Noble buying books anyways, so I figured why not. And I really ended up enjoying this. It gives a lot more about the world and delves into some of the past of before what happens in Red Queen. This does include the 2 short stories from Cruel Crown, which I didn't know until I started reading. You can kind of see that there are purple pages, and those are kind of more historical notes from an uncle and his nephew. So those are really cool because it goes in and delves into more about the past of the country. Can't think of it off the top of my head. But this was so fabulous. I surprisingly loved it. I flew through it. I'm not the biggest fan of Red Queen, but I also read it all, which not a lot of people who have read the first few books have. And while I was a little dissatisfied with the ending just because it seemed a little too convenient and wrapped up a little too quickly, this kind of flushed out some of those few things that I felt like I was missing. So that was really lovely to be able to see some of those things that I wanted to see. And then it also extended the ending of the epilogue. I love a long epilogue, kind of like Harry Potter, where you get to see their way future, not just like 6 months in the future. And so I really, really loved that you got to see a lot more of the future of our characters and how their happily ever after really ends up, because while sometimes a vague ending is good, sometimes you just want a few of those details, and that was just so much fun to see from these characters who I surprisingly love a lot more than I thought I did. And right now I am currently listening to the audiobook for Winter by Marissa Meyer, the last book in the Lunar Chronicles. I am really enjoying it. I'm about 7.5 hours through, I think. This is a super long audiobook. It's 23 hours long, but I also have it on 2x speed, which definitely helps speed the process up a little bit more and just keep me engaged. I'm really loving the story. I'm loving the characters. Winter is such a new, fresh, kind of funky character, and I'm really enjoying seeing her perspective along with the other characters we know and love, and I'm just having so much fun. I cannot stop listening to it. And then the physical book I'm reading is a little bit of a sneak peek, or if you've already seen it, I don't know when my videos are going up. I haven't done that yet since we just got back in town, but I bought Anna and the French Kiss, or my grandmother bought it for me, by Stephanie Perkins while I was out of town because I was tired of historical fictions and that was all I had taken with me. But this is so much fun. I didn't know until I read the description that this follows Anna, who is sent by her father to a boarding school in Paris, but she was originally from Atlanta, which is the suburbs I live in are for Atlanta, which is so cool because she has been such a relatable character and it has been so much fun. I absolutely love stories where characters live either in the suburbs of Atlanta or Georgia at all, and so it has been so much fun because I really relate to her, and that's one thing I really love about Becky Albertalli, and finding that in a book that isn't written by her is really cool, and I don't see it often, if ever, if I think about it now, and it's just so much fun. I haven't read a lot of it. I'm currently on page 33. I got a headache when we were driving in the car today trying to read this, but I'm really enjoying it. I cannot wait to just sit down and binge read this in the next few days while I have some free time. I'm super excited. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. I'm loving it so far. Etienne? I wish I had met him when I was in France. So that is an update for now. Right now, I'm just kind of relaxing, finally being home for more than 3 days in over a month, and I am trying to catch up on BookTube yet again because it has gotten out of control again because I got to watch a few videos, but not too many, and I gotta figure out when I'm doing things and all this kind of crazy stuff. And yeah, that is my plan right now. I will let you guys know. I'm just gonna read Anna and the French Kiss and listen to Winter and hang out. I'm not reading any ebooks right now. I'm next in line for one from my library. It is actually one right here. I'm next in line for Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe, and I'm super intrigued, and so I don't want to start something before I get to this one, so I'm gonna hold out on reading an ebook because I do have an audiobook and a physical book and BookTube, and it'll all be fine. It'll all be great. So that is where I'm at right now, and I will update you guys later. Hey y'all, it is now Monday morning, I guess. Yes, still morning, and I quickly wanted to update you guys on what my plans are and what I have been reading in the last little bit of last night and the first bit of this morning. So I went ahead and decided to pick up an ebook from the library, and I chose The Moon and More by Sarah Dessen. I'm in a real contemporary mood. It's probably because it's the summer and I'm just looking for something light and fun. This so far is about a girl who works in Colby, North Carolina, I believe, where most of Sarah Dessen's books take place, but her family owns the sort of beach rental place. They own a lot of beach rentals and kind of control a lot of that, and so she works for her parents and she's got the perfect boyfriend, but I don't know what's gonna happen next. No, I'm only on chapter 2, so page 17. I haven't read a lot. Very mysterious. I'm wondering what's gonna happen because all we know right now is her life is pretty freaking great. So of course it's going to fall apart, but I'm interested to see how and what it is that causes that to happen. And then physically last night I read a little bit more of Anna and the French Kiss, and I am now on page 59. I am loving this so much because of spoilers for other people. I kind of know a general idea of what's going to happen, which kind of sucks because I would have rather gone into this without knowing anything in terms of how it was going to work out and some of the things that some people find problematic. But it's okay. I'm still really, really loving it. I can't wait to have some time today to just sit down, hunker down, and read as much of this as possible. I might try to finish it. Who knows? Don't get too crazy. But I'm really loving this. I am loving all of the references to the locations in Paris, which I was just at, so it's a lot of fun. And then also the things that she loves and wishes she had with her from back home in Atlanta. So it's just so much fun and I'm really enjoying it so far. I am right now getting ready to film my June book haul and wrap up for you guys so I can edit some videos, get them up, kind of figure out my schedule for July and what all I'm gonna film and send for you guys or put out there for you guys. I'm also trying to figure out how to split up this vlog. I'm gonna have to see kind of how long it is right now because with me going out of town next week I won't have access to Wi-Fi, so I might do like half of this week on the vlog I have going right now and then the second half in the vlog from next week because I don't think the vlog from next week will be very long. Who knows? I'm still not 100% sure, but you guys will be able to see when I post them, obviously. Yes, I am also getting some dorm things together and I'm really excited about it, so I'm kind of thinking about including some lifestyle and just college videos for you guys, but not as a main thing. Like I would add them in, so as well as a Tuesday and Saturday video, I would post say Friday or Thursday and kind of add that in without taking over what I'm already posting. And that's the plan for right now. I'm trying to be better about reviews and descriptions of books. So I'm gonna try to do that really well for the haul and the wrap up. But those will probably go up before this vlog. So let me know down below what you thought. I'm working on it. Hopefully it goes better. Hey y'all, it is now Monday night. It is 10:52 p.m. and I quickly wanted to update you guys on the little bit of reading I've done today. I've watched so much booktube and done so many other things and filmed so many videos that I really lost track of time and just forgot to read. I did set myself an alarm for 8 p.m. to kind of try to start shifting my mind into reading a little bit more. It kind of worked, but it also kind of didn't. I have kind of been reading Anna and the French Kiss, but also kind of been really distracted by booktube. I'm still so behind. I still have 116 videos to watch, which is so much because it just piles up every day. It just gets added to and not subtracted from. But anyways, in Anna and the French Kiss, I am now on page 161. Loving it so much. It is so fun, and there has been a darker element or like a tougher element that has been added in, and it's really interesting and really tough to see kind of a friend go through that. And I personally haven't seen that kind of, but I also kind of have, so it'll be really interesting to see how it all works out. I do see the problematic part that many people have mentioned before, but at the same time I feel like there's nothing that could have been done. Even though the author could have changed it, I don't think it would have made it any better in terms of like the storyline. While it is problematic, those things do happen in real life, and I feel like that just makes it more accurate. I've really loved this, and yeah, I'm really enjoying my time reading it. I have read like a page or two of The Moon and More. I am now on page 19 instead of 17. I mainly read ebooks during the summer when I am out and about and right before I go to bed, so I haven't had a chance to read this one yet today, but we'll see how far I can get. I am going to try to focus on Anna and the French Kiss and read this either until I am too tired or until I feel like I should get myself around for bed, We'll see which one happens first. I am closing my laptop, so I do not have the distraction of Books with Chloe's BookCon vlog, because that's how far behind I am. It was posted... Oh wait, that one was posted today. But I'm very far behind because this is book one, video 1 of 116. Anyways, I'm on a tangent. Really enjoying this. Gonna try to read it more. If you may have noticed, I am filming this on my phone. I'm gonna try to see if filming vlogs from my phone will help motivate me to update more, because I can just update from everywhere or anywhere because my phone is always with me, and maybe try to include more clips about my everyday life. I have so many video ideas that I've been thinking about, and just a lot of inspiration for videos and things have been coming to me, so I might try to upload a few extra videos in these next few weeks, but we will see how it goes and what happens, because with the month I've had last month, who knows what will happen and when. So I'm super excited. Tomorrow I am meeting my roommate at IKEA, and we are doing a little bit of shopping and just meeting each other in person for the first time, which will be so much fun, and I will hopefully bring you guys along a little bit, at least. So yes, I will be driving to downtown Atlanta by myself, but it will go great. Let's just knock on wood for that. Oops. I almost woke up the dog. But yes, so that's what's going on right now, and I'll update you guys later. Hey y'all, it is now Tuesday morning, and it is an exciting day. I am catching up on BookTube. I now have 99 videos left to watch, but I have not added the videos from today and yesterday. I don't know. It's happening. It's working. I've been focusing on BookTube watching instead of audiobook listening to, but it'll all work out. I do have at least a 45-minute drive, so that'll be an hour and a half of audiobook listening, like an hour and a half of the book that I'll be able to listen to, which will then technically be 3 hours because I have to drive there and then I have to drive back. So we'll see how all that goes. I might end up just listening to music, but don't quote me. Yes, I did get quite a bit of reading done last night. I am really, really loving Anna and the French Kiss. I have physically just like squealed because when she goes into Shakespeare & Co. with Etienne, it's drizzling outside. And when I went to Shakespeare & Co., it was drizzling outside, which is like so random and so irrelevant, but so cute. And then our experience in the airport was long and tedious, and when she overslept for her flight, that stressed me out. I was genuinely stressed for her because of my experience, which made the book even better, honestly, because if you can make me feel stressed out, that's great. I'm really enjoying it. I'm currently on page 265, so I just have a little over 100 pages left. I will probably be able to finish this one today. We'll see how distracted I get. Yesterday, I didn't end up reading until really late at night, but I'm hoping to finish this one today just to check it off my list and continue on to the next read. And then I have also read a little bit more of The Moon and More in ebook format. I am now on page 33 in the book, just in chapter 2 still. Really enjoying this one. It kind of was pretty slow in the first chapter, but now that we're kind of understanding things more, it's definitely more exciting and more easy to understand. I haven't really listened to any more of Winter, but that'll be okay. Today I'm just kind of in a dorm mood, so I might show you guys a little bit of that, and I am trying to figure out how much space I have or will have and how much space I'll need, like how much stuff fits in the drawers that I'll have, and if I think I'll need that. Like, I'm just trying to figure it out before even being there, which is kind of stressful for me personally, but it'll all work out in the end. I am meeting my roommate at IKEA later today. I have about 4 hours until I have to leave for that, so that'll be super, super exciting. We're going to go to IKEA and then dinner and maybe Target. It'll depend. we'll just see how the day goes. It'll be really fun. She has an internship downtown, and we wanted to meet in like a public place, so it wasn't like showing up to a stranger's house pretty much, even though we've been texting for about 2 months now. Anyways, super exciting. Trying to figure my life out. Let's do this. Hey y'all, so I just quickly wanted to hop on and show you guys I got an Amazon box. I already cut it so I can open it. Trying to incorporate a little bit more lifestyle into my vlogs especially, but really just as I'm getting ready for my first year of college. It's exciting. I want to show everything off, so this is the perfect way to do it. This box is nothing too exciting in terms of like school things, just some necessary things that I needed, especially before I moved away. And just in general, I'll show you guys later, but I have a whole little area where I have all my dorm stuff. I'm gonna move it into my room when I get a chance in the next week or so. I've spent all of today pretty much making my TBR for the Newts, and also Reading Rush, which is what used to be the Booktubeathon. Super excited. I'm out of town for a little bit of both of those, but I'm going to try my best. I'm pretty sure I've incorporated all of those books, but I also gave 2 choices for each challenge. I don't know, because that also means that I don't have any books to read after I finish Anna and the French Kiss. Not really sure. We're just going to kind of see how it goes. Because of course I haven't incorporated the audiobooks and ebooks that I'll be able to get through my library, because I just never know with those. So anyway, let's get into this box. This box is not very sturdy. It ripped itself right open. So the first thing I got is this cute little case for my AirPods. I just figured that it would be something nice to have. It's on a keychain, so I can connect it to my keys and just have it with me. I've lost it a few times now. Not lost, but lost it and had to go find it. So I just figured that this would be something easy and nice to have. It was like $5. And then I have a really pretty new pink laptop case. I have had the worst time finding one that will work with my computer, because either the top breaks or the bottom breaks and won't stay on, which is so annoying because the whole purpose of paying for it is so that it will keep your stuff safe, and then it doesn't, and that sucks. But this one is super cute. I have ordered some stickers on Redbubble. I'm going to put a few on here, a few on my planner that will be coming in the next few days, and just see how it goes. I am hoping that this one will finally work. And yeah, it was the highest rated one I could find, which is why I was not picky with the colors, but I do really like this baby pink. And yes, some of my stickers are bookish, so be on the lookout for that in future vlogs. Hey y'all, it is still, what day of the week? Tuesday, July 2nd, and I quickly wanted to update you guys. I just got home from IKEA and Atlantic Station in downtown Atlanta with my roommate. We had such a fun time. It was so cool seeing her in person for the first time. We had such a great time. I bought, you can see it over there, a TBR cart, which I will be using as my bookshelf for next year, because then I can use it again and it doesn't take up as much space. I can just kind of move it where I need it to go, and I'm super excited about that. I really want to just open it, but I have to wait until August 15th, which is move-in day, which is so frustrating and so sad. Oh man, I'm gonna have to guess how many books will fit. If you don't know how many books fit in a Target 3-tier rolling cart, let me know down below, because I just now realized that I kind of need to figure that out. But anyways, continuing on. Before I left my house, I sat down and read a whole bunch of Anna and the French Kiss. My god, this is so good. Etienne is a little bit annoying because he is just stubborn, but I can kind of see where he's coming from. So it's justifiable just a little bit, and I'm currently on page 354. I have like 20 pages left. As soon as I finish updating you guys, I'm going to sit down, hunker down, finish this last little bit, get myself ready for bed, and then figure out what I'm doing. I listened to music instead of listening to audiobook on my drive, partially because it was my first time driving by myself down into the city, and that was a little stressful for me, and I knew I wouldn't be able to focus wholeheartedly on a book. But I have been watching a whole lot of BookTube. I'm already down to 82 videos left, which sounds like a lot, but I don't necessarily watch all of them. I just add all of the ones from my subscriptions and then go from there. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And I am just having a great time, thriving. We went to a cute little burger place after IKEA and then to Target, which was just so much fun. We had a great time. I can't wait for next year, and I let her know about the channel, so hey Maury if you're watching. Yeah, so I'm having a great time. I haven't read any ebook either, but I'm going to finish Anna and the French Kiss tonight. It's 9:40 p.m., so I'll probably only be able to finish that. I kind of feel like I want to wash my face off, and then we will take it from there. And I might update you guys later. I might not. Hey y'all, it is still Tuesday night. It is like 11 o'clock at night, and I quickly wanted to update you guys and kind of wrap up this vlog. I decided that I'm going to start the next one tomorrow, obviously, but the one I have is super long already, and I just kind of wanted to restart. It's been really long. It's like almost 3 weeks long, which is insane. But anyways, I just wanted to wrap up this week and kind of see where I left off. I am still reading the ebook for The Moon and More. I don't have it with me. It's over there on my bed. I'm in front of my bookshelves, obviously. And then I am still reading Winter by Marissa Meyer in the audiobook. I am loving it so much. It is so cute. I haven't listened to it today, but I'm trying to catch up on BookTube, so that's a thing. And then physically, I finished Anna and the French Kiss. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars because I loved it so much. Etienne was just so dreamy, exactly who I want. And then my new physical read will be The Wizard Heir by Cinda Williams-Chima. I'm so excited to read this. I have just been looking at my Cinda Williams-Chima on my bookshelves, just really wanting to read it, so I'm going to. This is a hardback, and this was her first series that came out in like, the first book came out in like 2005 or 2006, and they don't make the hardbacks anymore. And I found this one at Second & Charles for like $5, so I was super pumped about that. And I'm excited to continue on with the series and see what this one is all about. I read the first chapter for the try a chapter tag, but I don't remember what happened, so I'm going to reread that chapter tonight and just go from there. I am about to hop in the shower and kind of wind down for the night, and then I will go to bed, read a little bit before bed, watch BookTube throughout all of that. And yes, that is where I'm at right now. Tomorrow, I will see you in a brand new vlog. But stay tuned because I'm going book shopping. I hope you guys have enjoyed this really long, really strange reading vlog, and I will see you guys in the next one. Please like if you liked it, and comment and subscribe. I said that really weird, but anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.